Hey, it's Amanda. Thank you for watching. Get this to focus here. So, today I'm going to talk about just the process that I go through on a weekly basis to prep for the week ahead. I usually do this on a Saturday, Sunday because I prefer to use a monthly start for my weeklies. The insert that I'm using is from Precision Made. She is on Etsy, and I'll link her store below as well. And this is a standard size traveler's notebook, or a number 6 if you use a Foxy fix. This is my Foxy fix, Boss Babe, Madison Avenue leather. I use a compact size. So in this standard TN, I prefer the Monday start and then the grid on the right hand side. And on the weekend, that Saturday or Sunday, to start the week, or to start the next week, the first thing I do is I go through my stickers and I see if I have anything that is either part of the holiday or seasonally appropriate that I want to use. And in here is just a bunch of top loading clear pages. And I think these also came from Target. Some of them came with a notebook as well, but just a 3-ring binder that I use. And for this week, since Easter's coming up, I got this really cute sampler from the Moxie Chick Studio. Try to get it to focus, and I'll link her shop below as well. This was from the Planner Boss Collective sale, so it had a lot of, let's see, like this bunny and these larger flowers were on there. So I used these stickers, and then I had these from the Planner Hood Alley shop that matched, and then these are from Michael's Recollections. I've kind of pulled some of them off already, but I'll try to link all those below. And then I got my notes underneath that. But the first thing I do when I plan for the week is I kind of make 3 columns. I'm going to sit down. I make 3 columns in my notebook, or at least mentally. This first one is kind of places that we have to go, or if we have to be somewhere at a certain time or talk to somebody at a certain time, it will go on this far column. And I just use my ruler to kind of line up the stickers. The second column is stuff that's either going on all day or it's a holiday, somebody's birthday, anniversary, things like that. And then this last column is things that I do at home. We don't necessarily need to go anywhere. They don't need to be done at a certain time. They're just tasks to be done around the house. So a lot of that falls under like cleaning and cooking, and I'll put our meals there as well. So I start by looking at my monthly calendar, and then from there I go into the all day and holiday events. I'll just let you peek at my monthly for April real quick. I usually put those events up here. So I've got a couple anniversaries. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 events. So I made sure I had 3 like stickers from this sheet is what I chose to do. So I picked out 3 scallop stickers, put them down there. Those will mark my all day events. And then I use a special one for Easter. And these are both from that Moxie Chick Studio sampler. And then, like I said, I'll link all those below. And we also have big travel plans this week. So I went ahead and used this sticker from 2 Crafty Chicks to mark that. And then these suitcases were also on the sampler, so it just happened to work out really well. It's kind of a reminder to me to pack for our trip. So after all day events, then I look at appointments and things like that in my monthly, and I mark those with a flag. Sometimes I'll use an icon. Sometimes I'll use like a Planner Kate or like these Planner Hood full stickers that I can write on. Let's see, Monday, like we didn't have any events. We don't have anywhere to be on Monday, and I know that I have a lot of phone calls to make next week. So I went ahead and marked down with this little checklist that I need to make those phone calls on Monday during business hours. Hopefully knock them out of the way. And then, like I said, we'll be home, so I can probably get a lot of tasks done at home that day. So I went ahead and added a couple checklists here, and then I added laundry here. Sometimes I'll just draw like a square in. Here's a couple squares. Sometimes I'll have these mini checklists, which I really like to do, but these are actually cut down. It's hard to find checklists that are this small. Thinking about ordering some of the mini ones from Planner Kate. Like I said, this mini one just came from the Planner Boss Collective sampler from that Moxie Chick Studio. Let's see, next I go over, I'm cheating today, guys, I'm using a list. I just had a baby 2 weeks ago, so I'm a little sleep deprived. So I talked about how I have my appointments. Don't have appointments that day, so I throw on some extra stuff for planning at home. And then I go back to my monthly, make sure I got all the appointments and everything off there, and, make it pretty if I want to. have time to do that right now. And I also add in our weekly cleaning schedule. It usually ends up over here on the side under kind of that home column. So like last week was kind of a mess, and the week before too. Like I said, we just had a baby. But Mondays we clean the bathrooms. Tuesdays usually laundry. Wednesday we dust and vac and pretty much everything that needs to be prepped before that. Cleaning the kitchen usually happens on Thursday, and then Friday is kind of a free day, or I'll look at my monthly cleaning tasks at my monthly tracker and add something on from there. And I try not to schedule any cleaning for Saturday or Sunday to just enjoy the weekend. Other things that I do to start the week is I'll check the bill schedule, which I'll probably include another post about that because I'm changing that right now. And then, like I said, I'll use the monthly tracking that I use. And that's changed things like if we haven't filed papers in a while or shredded papers, changed the air filter, swept under the couch, things like that that I keep track of that I'll add on almost last. And then over on my right side, sometimes I just write in my tracker. Sometimes I use stickers. It's pretty simple. Monday start. So these start on Sunday. Not a big deal to me. I track things like my vitamins, my daughter's medicine, things like that. Excuse me. And then this will be my tasks for this week. The first thing I do for a task is pull stuff from last week. And I use... It's still Sunday here, so I've got time to finish those. I don't know if you can see these little arrows here on these squares, but that's how I mark if something is going to go through to the next week if I didn't get it done this week. So I'll start with anything that I need to migrate forward, and I'll put it first. And then after that, I usually have like a post-it note or just a list of notes of things that I still need to do that I will add more neatly later. So sometimes that's a post-it note, sometimes it's in pencil scribbled on here. It just kind of depends on the week and how it's going. I also keep, like, for example, this is a coupon and a flyer that I pulled out of a semi-local magazine of like somewhere that I want to go. So I'll have all sorts of stuff tucked in here for most weeks. Let's see. I wanted to say that these task stickers are from Michael's too. They are not as repositional as the ones from like the Planner Hood and that Moxie Chick Studio, just FYI, but they are very cute. Let's see. After that, I talked about my habit tracker. Usually I'll also leave a spot for meals in here, either like a specific meal plan or just like a little square that has like, here are the things that are in the fridge and that we need to cook and eat this week, because I usually do our grocery shopping and meal planning on a weekly basis. And then down here, I usually have a category for things that I'm waiting on, or open online orders, or Happy Mail is usually the best option out of all of those. So I've got that list here. And then I always leave a lot of room for myself. As you can see from my previous spreads, I like to write a lot of things down and just kind of take notes on the week to refer back to them later. Sometimes, other times, it just makes me feel better to write something down. And then, yeah, I've got all my stickers in. I've got some embellishment on here. I've got all of our appointments in, and then the last thing I do is I check like our library schedule I keep up here. So if I want to take my toddler to like a free event at the library, they have all their story times listed here. And I'll check other community resources and things like that too, to make sure we have something, not necessarily planned every day, but if we have a free day, I want to make sure that we're able to take advantage of the resources that we have in our town. And I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you like my video, please like my video so I know. And I'll post all the links below. I'll add my Instagram on here as well. And my Instagram is strictly planner related. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching.